Wait.
Oh, I always do that where I have. Okay, we're good now. I
Nice.
botched the intro. I think I have not botched it.
We're like 1 for 6.
1 for 6. It's because what keeps happening is I have this tab open because I'll have just sent the link out to tweet, and it's in some mystery tab of my like 70 tabs. It's a mystery tab, and then it just starts. I start talking, and then I hear myself talking, and it screws me up.
It's all right. We'll get there.
This is a sound effect. This is a good one for today. Just some good farts.
Yeah.
So let's start with this, because the idea was like, all right, we're going to start this during the Sunday night football game, because the Sunday night football game is going to be ass, and the bully ass Bills are going to just bully the Giants into submission. What is happening? Because I just because I did something real bad. I had a great day of gambling. I just killed it. I murdered it today. And then
I cannot say the same, dude. I got destroyed.
Oh no. Well, the Colts,
my worst day of the year.
The Colts kicked me right in the nads, but yeah. Anyway, we'll get more into our bets later.
I can't tell if I'm like scared because it's Sunday night or if that was just a really average day of football and I'm not satisfied.
It was pretty average. I mean, the Eagles getting effed at the end was pretty awesome, but like,
yeah.
So what I ended up doing is I got cocky, because I also, like, when the Dolphins got down 14, I saw like -2.5, and I just like hammer town. And so then all of a sudden I'm up all this money, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, the Bills aren't really doing anything. Oh, I can get -4.5 in the first half. I can get -7.5 in the game, -10. And so I just hammered that, put way too much, did not bet size well, but way too much.
First half?
No, a lot is first half, but even more is for the full game. But like, so what's going on here? What?
It's just like, well, first of all, hilarious. Saquon has 12 rushes for 12 yards.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything.
Absurd to that. Josh Allen's just like 7 for 16, and they're just like, every time they start moving the ball, they're just a bunch of incomplete passes. I don't really know, dude.
They just got their
this game kind of sums up how the whole day was. Not a lot of scoring to start the game, and just pretty unsatisfying, dude.
Yeah, we were on the phone with each other, and we were both just like unsettled. There was about at this point with like 6 minutes left in the first half of like the morning slate games, like we were both just unsettled. We were like, we don't really know if this is good, like, but it's not. It was
punt zone. It was punt zone without like showing the punts.
It was punt
zone. It was like every game was 3-0. There was a game that was 6-6 at half. I forget which one that was. It was slow to start. Then we got on the phone like kind of near halftime. It started peaking. But then like the scores were just bizarre.
Dude, see, this is the problem. Okay, KJL 414 says the Bills' offense is the most boomer bust in the league. It doesn't make sense. I understood completely. Yes, Rangers home run. Fuck yes. Fuck you from Kershaw. I mean, Verlander. But anyway, the Bills got their asses beat last week. But it made sense because it was in London and Josh Allen didn't get his beauty sleep and all that kind of stuff.
I'm tired of that bullshit.
I know, I'm tired of it too. Now that the Jags like just kicked ass, I'm done with it too. But like, shouldn't they be like wanting to like prove like, hey, we're not like an actual 3-2 team, like we're elite and we're just gonna
they're trying
hang dong. But Josh Allen is doing the thing where he's like trying to do it all. They've completely gone away from the run game. You can run it all over the Giants.
I don't know if they ever had a fucking run game, dude.
Oh,
they didn't get away from anything. You don't get away from anything you don't have.
Like, dude, look at these unsettling penalties. There's another one. Is it 1st and 25?
Probably.
What is happening? Havel says that he's unsettled too. Smashing buttons. Dude, you gotta not smash buttons, Josh. It's just not the time. All right, he better complete. All right, what he's gonna happen? He's gonna throw deep here. Or he's going to get
so uninterested in this game.
Oh, he's pressing all the buttons. Oh, no. Oh, that was another flag.
Oh, my God. This game sucks.
Dude, he's pressing them all.
The one thing I'll say, though, electric jersey game.
Electric. Great jersey matchup.
Great jersey game. The all reds pop on the screen, and the old school Giants are sick.
But, like, dude, Cass, if you didn't, like, I already put my whole balance on that I've won all today on, like, the Bills live line, but, like, don't you want to do that right now? Or is this, like, such an unsettled game that you're not even going to touch it?
I just don't. I texted Hunt, and I was just like, he's like, should we bet the shitty game? And I was like, no, dude, like, I don't want to. I'm just going to go on TikTok and scroll until it's like 5:20 and I miss it. And like, I intentionally did it because I didn't want to bet this game. And it's like, I don't want to end my fucking day with like a live bet Bills -7 and they win by 4.
Oh, but dude, think about it. The Giants
can't. Don't get me in your fucking rabbit hole.
The Giants can't score, bro. They haven't scored. They've scored one first half touchdown all year still, even though they're up 6 in this stupid game. -6.5. Is the live line?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, a touchdown. Come on.
Oh, okay.
That's just one Tyler Bass field goal.
Okay. I have -6.5.
All right, hit it so we can sweat together.
Okay. Done. Wait.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean,
what if -6.5 at, yeah, we're good.
All Bills first TDs. I'm egged. Yes, dude.
Okay.
Oh no, Josh to the 10. Oh.
Right when I placed it.
Kyle Allen. Oh, dude, at this
point, not make that up.
This is just reactions to demons, dude. What the hell?
What?
They're just running it to Latavius. The live.
I actually hit the Bills in the next play. Josh Allen went in the
10. What? Excuse me. What do you mean by egged? Dude, Josh, man, don't do it.
Oh my God.
Oh,
that is
brutal, boys. His head is hurt. All right, well, let's push through by just starting with some of the other games.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You want to start in London?
Yeah, let's start in London.
Did you like watch all this game? Did you wake up?
No, I watched the second half.
Okay. Yeah, dude, it went like exactly how I expected it to. Like every London game starts fucking 6-0, and I'm just like, the Titans. I thought it was a hot take last week, but I said they were bottom 10 in the league. They 100% are. They are fucking bad.
Well, now, dude, with Malik, bro, and also what is Will Levis that bad that he can't beat out Malik Willis's poo ass?
I don't know. I mean, he has to be pretty bad because if they were to draft a quarterback to replace Malik when they had Tannehill, that means Malik was pretty bad. And then he came in and is even worse. But, dude, Tannehill was terrible. Like, he would have potentially gotten pulled. Or I would have potentially pulled.
All right, wait. Watch this play. They got this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
110%.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like, Tannehill, in my mind, should have gotten pulled. Or, like, would have gotten pulled if I was the coach. Like, they probably wouldn't have done it. But the big thing was, dude, like, thank God, because I had Ravens, but they had the ball on the 2-yard line at the end of the game. And then they shotgun, like, I think it was like a designed run to Malik. And then he's all the way over, doesn't go out of bounds, like almost like intentionally stays out of bounds. So there's that, number one. And number two, it's like, run the ball with Derrick Henry on the 2-yard line to like get in the game. And then they got all the way backed up, kicked a field goal. The whole thing was bad. But dude, I still don't know what to think of the Ravens after that game. It was the same shit. It was a sporadic offense. No receiver popped off. The rushing game, it was just kind of all Lamar. But the one thing I do know is their defense is fire, but their offense is just so questionable.
Wait, dude, do we have another Hamlin going on?
What?
There's a low key, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, my biggest takeaway is actually, I think the Ravens, I think I've seen enough. The Ravens are a good team, but that's it. They are. Are we currently Hamlining? The Ravens are a good team, but that's it. They are not like an upper echelon type team. They've had a lot of kind of fluky wins. I think their numbers got really juiced up by that Browns W and DTR was just handing them the ball. But like last week, it seemed like there was like a lot of like, you know, when you get like, you see like Warren Sharp tweeting about it and like just like a bunch of like the annoying Twitter guys are like tweeting like it's like all of a sudden the narrative of like the drops, you know, gets going. And it's like, yes, the drops were a big deal, but also like Lamar threw a pick late in the game and fumbled and like is kind of just not closing these games out. This was another game they just didn't close out. Like they left the door open. They were just running the ball into the line of scrimmage. And then Derrick Henry pops that big run. It seems like the Titans have all the momentum and then Tannehill gets hurt basically. Yeah. And they just kind of hold off and Justin Tucker like goes berserker mode in
yeah, dude. I mean, Lamar had a shitty pick in the third quarter, but then yeah, dude, like they had so many opportunities to close them out and just didn't fucking do it. And dude, the one thing I'll say is like the Ravens D's let up 9, 24, 22, 3, and 16. Like that's gonna keep you in every fucking game. And it's just like, will their offense pull together? Like, for example, in their division, when they play the Browns, they're gonna lose, I think. Like, I know the Browns just beat the Niners. I'm not going off that. I'm saying, like, if you have a good defense, then you are fucked. Or you're good against the Ravens. The Ravens are fucked. Like, when they play the Browns in division, I think they'll get fucking destroyed.
Well, the only reason why they didn't was because of the DTR stupid game. But the next one, yes. And Hunter, dude, I think our Bengals to win the division and just Bengals futures in general are looking good. We haven't gotten there yet. But I also... I in addition to putting some money on the Bengals to win the division, I also put money on the Browns to win the division and both of them to win the AFC. Fight
the AFC.
Frisky. The AFC, dude. Frisky. Mostly because Mahomes didn't look good on hasn't looked that good. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's enough of this stupid London game.
We'll see. I didn't see what Tannehill's injury was, but
it's an ankle and
he's pretty old.
And he's pretty old, and we need Will Levis. Oh, they're panning to the hamster.
The hamster? Oh my god. That was so out of pocket.
Okay.
All right. We'll move
on. The next game, Commies 24, Falcons 16. Fuck Ritter. Fuck him. The last thing that he had going for him was this weird kind of aura of the home game. Now that's done. Now you got Heineke, bro. I mean, you got what's his name? Halaban. The Halaban just freaking. Yeah, the Halaban.
Heineke's behind him.
The Heineke's behind him, but I'm saying that they got Halaban at home.
Oh,
yeah. Halaban dropped a bomb. On the stadium. That end zone pick was just hellacious. Like as a Bijan owner, I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, can I just get one average rushing touchdown? Like, not like it doesn't have to be like a flip behind Bijan that he catches one-handed. And he was throwing like sideline. Like at least Bijan like started like being on the field at the same time as Algier, and he was running routes. But like there was just like he would run these fire routes and be wide open, and like he would just get overthrown, and he'd have to just put his entire body on the line and try and like left hand, one arm. It's just stupid as fuck.
Again, dude, like why did they split carries again? They both had 13 carries first half. Like Bijan had 4, Algier had 5, and it's like if you're gonna make up for making that stupid mistake with like putting him in motion and having Algier in the backfield, it's like that doesn't help anything, because I thought it was like for rest and shit. But then during the game, like one of the commentators said they interviewed and were just like asked him about Bijan and said like we can't rush him in, like we're playing the long game, we're playing the slow game with him. But like here's the thing is like this is also a win now league, and like in the second half, like you have your best players on the fucking field. Like, is that coming from the coach or is that coming from upstairs? Like, I don't know. But like London and I guess Pitts was pretty fucking good today.
I know, dude. I totally stole your picture, by the way, in a tweet. Let me get Matty Ice with the touching tribute to Kyle Pitts, and then it's just,
oh my god,
dude, he's so sweaty, bro.
Like, I saw that.
I'm trying to zoom. I don't know how.
They showed him so many times, dude, on the quad box. It was disgusting.
Dude, look at that. He was sweating, bro. That is not Matty Ice, bro. That is Matty, whatever the opposite of Ice is.
Pull up those pictures of those block statues on that one island, because that's his forehead. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the blocks. I know what you're talking about. Oh, what is the block island? Easter Island.
Yeah, dude, that's literally his That's literally his head. Block Island.
All right, we're
Easter Island.
Slightly losing the plot, but that's okay. All right.
Yeah, that's actually That's Matty Ice.
That's Matty Ice. Right. Okay, like other stuff from this game. Ritter got sacked 5 more times. So like he must suck at not taking sacks, right? That can't be just the offensive line.
Dude, but like the offensive line is good in the run game, and like you realize like no one trusts that guy, including like the head coach, who literally sits there every time he throws a pick, is just like,
oh dude, did you see his stupid ass face when Arthur Smith's stupid face? Oh
yeah, dude.
It was a stupid face.
But like, here's the thing is like I hate when coaches do that, because it's like, so you don't have the balls to pull him, and you're just gonna be a dramatic piece of shit on the sidelines. That's what pisses me off. It's like after 2 picks in his average season, you have the ability to pull him.
Dude,
you just don't.
Okay, I gotta put up his reaction because it's too good. He goes like full triple chin. Just
he's the woat.
Dude, and whoever, oh dude, even Johnny Smith is like, bro, what the hell, man?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Dude, Brian Daboll is an Italian meatball. He's such a meat. The problem with him being such a meatball.
Saying though, like, don't fucking be a bitch and just complain the whole time if you don't have the balls to pull him.
Wait, Josh Allen just threw another meatball pick?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, what is happening?
Your bitch ass told me to get on the Bills.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it.
God.
I don't want to think about that game right now.
Ah, that sucks, bro. I mean, they will hand it to Saquon and just get stuffed at the line, but like,
it's all right.
Yeah, whatever.
So how short of a leash is Ritter on?
I mean,
the shortest.
It'd be extremely taut if I was the head coach. I mean, yeah, this was all he had going for him.
If he throws an early pick next week, because like, here's the thing: is did they start 3-1? No, they didn't. But the thing is, like in my head, you're just like, okay, we're 3-3, but this can go south super quick. No, doesn't matter who they're playing. I'll look it up in a sec. But like,
oh, dude, wait, let me go through their schedule, because it's like it's just gonna be frustrating gambling wise, because it's a bunch of like super mid teams that are right in that mid tier wheelhouse to where the Falcons could maybe beat them.
They have an easy schedule
at Tampa Bay. Like I don't know. I guess I'd probably bet Tampa Bay. Then at Titans, maybe with no Tannehill. Home for Cousins and the poopy Vikings. At Arizona, home New Orleans. Yeah, it could go south. Oh, dude, they have his stupid.
Here's what I'm saying though is like 3-2. It's like your season's like going well for your fucking roster, but like it could slip away pretty quick. And like he knows in the back of his head, it's like, if he looks ahead or looks back in 3 weeks and he's like, fuck, like I waited this long to bench Ritter, you just lost your whole season. Because you gotta get Heineke in there, dude. He's just not that bad. And it's just at the end of the day, and it's the same thing with Bijan, like give your team the best chance to win. And they're not doing that. And that's what frustrates me, like with watching them. Like you are actively preventing yourself from winning by playing Algier and playing him.
Dude, like you're turning up the difficulty sliders for no reason. It makes me wonder like what Heineke looked like in training camp. I don't know. But as far as the commies go, I mean, commies just such a Jekyll and Hyde team. Rivera's good as an underdog, I guess. 5 more sacks. That's not great, but 3 TDs, no picks. Frightening McLaurin was pretty good.
Frightening McLaurin. Yeah, no, he had a pretty good game. I mean, Curtis Samuel scores every fucking week. I feel
he scores every fucking week. I think we were streaming when he scored another time. It's just, I mean, I'll never play him, but yeah. Dotson was also like wide open for like a long touchdown again. They botched. Brian Robinson is just like, again, just like kind of.
Howell had a great game, dude. 3 TDs, no picks, 119 rating. Take that all day. He has a good game every other week, and they're gonna win. They're gonna go 8-9 for sure,
dude. But also just like the Rangers. Oh, I thought that was gone. If you're dude, I can't believe this stupid fucking goddamn Tyrod Taylor. So commies, I think they're just kind of that spoiler status. Like, you know, they might catch the Cowboys or catch the Eagles. They're just going to be super mid and go like 7-9. Or wait, 8-9.
Yeah,
I'll give them 8-9. 8-9.
8-9 or 7. Yeah, I was going to say 8-9.
Do you think how bad do you think they have to be to get rid of Rivera?
If they go 7-10, I think they get rid of him.
Okay, dude, I heard a great take that like if you wanted to fire Rivera during the Tyrod has a great deep ball. I forgot about that.
He's just pretty good.
Dude, what the hell, bro? Daniel Jones fucking sucks. Dude, what? That was right in the pocket, bro. Wow. Damn, cheeks. Oh, brain fog. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at the game. What were we talking about? Heineke. Oh, yeah. If they want to fire Rivera, like if things go south a little bit, like maybe they lose like 2 or 3 in a row, you could fire Rivera and then you could see how, what's his face, the old Kansas City coordinator does as the head coach.
Oh, yeah.
And that way you could it's like
I thought he was leaving to be the coach almost. Like
I know. I thought I don't know why he left to just go be the OC somewhere else. But
you know what I don't understand is like Rivera. So like when a coach isn't the OC, right? Or like the defensive coordinator, usually what you see with them is like a great leader of people, you know?
Yeah.
Because like they're, you know, that's a job of a head coach, obviously. But every time the cameras pan to that guy, he's just sitting there like this. Like I feel like he's not even like fully there. Like I feel like it's a situation where he might just be like, yeah, I'm just kind of done.
Well, I heard a little birdie on the inside told me that I guess he does smelling salts before all the games with the boys.
Nice.
And it does not seem like that at all. Unless he's just in his own head, just super stressed.
Maybe that keeps him awake.
Yeah. I mean, he's just like the definition of average, but like he's like stable enough like to keep the program going and keep it from disintegrating. But yeah,
because they've been bad for so long. Like honestly, 7 to 8 wins is a win.
But like if you're those the new owners and like they're hedge fund guys, like they're clearly aggressive dudes. They're gonna want their own coach. I think it's a good idea to get rid of Rivera. Let the old KC OC let him like see what you have in him, because what's going to happen is like if they end up firing Rivera at the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of pressure to just make that guy the head coach. But this way you Eric Bieniemy, that's who it is. But this way you could kind of get a look at Bieniemy, see how he does, and then you kind of have justification to maybe look around and find someone else.
And either way you draft a quarterback, right?
Either way you draft a quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Like they should have they could be, if they like took care of the Bears last week, dude, they're 4-2. Like, how would we be talking about them if they just beat the fucking Bears? It's bizarre.
I know. Just beat the Bears. Like, we're not even talking about hold on or win, go for 2 and win that Eagles game. Like, just beat the fucking Bears, bro.
Yeah, I forgot about the Eagles game too. It's like, I mean, it's just one of those NFL teams where it's just like this. Like, you don't know what you're going to get from them. And with those teams, like, sorry, but you can't win more than 8 games. Like, if there's no consistency, like, you can't just come out Thursday night and just lay a fucking egg against the Bears. I have no trust in you. And that's just like, that shows what team you are, right? Like, whether that's coaching or just overall talent, like how you're prepping for the game, I don't care. But if you come out and lay an egg against the Bears, like, you're not. If you make the playoffs, maybe you slip in like the Giants like did last year, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, you'd need a lot of Vaseline to slip in though with this roster. Yeah. I also remembered that I bet Tyrod under 0.5 passing touchdowns, so that's something that's
live
here. It's live right here. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's probably enough of the commies.
Yeah,
they're just
all right.
Last thing is that Ritter. Even more embarrassing for him is like he played like shit. Like you saw what Justin Fields did to that secondary last week.
Yeah,
and like that's what Ritter did. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it was he shockingly still did have 300 yards, but like that's because they were playing from behind and just throwing the ball every time. But yeah, he did throw 3 picks. I mean, he was 28 for 47. That is fucking awful.
Bro, we're gonna have 14-0 going into halftime.
Yeah. All right, let's go. All right, Vikings 19, Bears 13.
Exactly what we said was going to happen. We both had Vikings as a best bet.
Yeah. What did you? I know. So in the first half, there was a combined under 100 yards passing for both teams.
Yeah, like Justin Fields, when we were on the phone, I was like, dude, Justin Fields has 10 passing yards. It was like halftime.
10 passing yards. And it was like 5 minutes until halftime.
Yeah.
And dude, here's the thing is like when you're a bad team, and the Vikings have had a historically bad like first quarters this year, like so many turnovers. If you're just a team and just come out prepared and like put together an average first drive and kick a field goal.
Oh my God, the Giants. Yes. Incompetence. Yes. Oh, that is a bad look for Dayball. Oh, dude. Oh my God. For anyone that's watching this after, Dayball is so funny. Dude, him being such a meatball, it was cool last year when it was like he's blue collar meatball football coach that willed them to the playoffs.
Yeah,
now that they're losing, now it's like, ew, dude, like you look like kind of a gross like dude who like eats lunch at 7-Eleven. But yeah. That was a botch. Basically, they just ran the ball into the line with Barkley and did not line up in time to.
Nothing makes a coach more mad than that.
Yeah,
like so, nothing. Okay, yeah. You were talking about Fields.
Fields, yeah. So Fields wasn't good again. Fields got hurt. So I don't know how bad the injury is, but like Bears, it's all over. Sorry,
so
boys.
I don't know if I sent you this, dude. So their backup quarterback. Did I tell you about this?
No.
Okay, so I usually like with the backup quarterback when they announce it, like you either recognize the name or like if they say their college, you're like, oh, I kind of remember that guy. I heard this guy's name. I was like, what the fuck? And the guy like said his college and it said like he said like Shepherd or something. And I was like, what? Like, is that his last name? So this guy, dude, his name is Tyson Badgett, and he went to
what?
He went to Stafford, he went to Shepherd. He went to Shepherd, the Shepherd Rams. It's a Division II team, bro. Division II team in West Virginia. It's like that is your backup quarterback. What are you doing? So.
That's like, how can we find the worst player that's like eligible for the draft and put him behind Fields so Fields feels no pressure?
Dude, Shepherdstown, West Virginia. So they went into the middle of West Virginia to a Division II school and got a backup quarterback. It's like, don't tell me that fucking like Peterman's not better than that guy. what are we doing, dude? Also, just like go sign anyone that didn't make a roster. So he's probably going to start against the fucking Raiders next week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
I mean, they're tanking. Yeah. They're tanking, baby.
do you
Eddie
think
Case,
they are? Do you think they are, though?
I mean, I think
that coach is fighting for his job.
I think the only thing that was preventing them from tanking was the possibility of Justin Fields like reclaiming his value. And if he is done, then I mean, the way the Chicago ownership works, I think we can all just like assume that the coach is out. I think Ryan Poles should be out too. I mean, how many guys get to make 2 draft picks on top quarterbacks and neither of them hit and they're still allowed to be there? Like, I would not allow Ryan Poles to pick the next quarterback. So I would just clean house, but the way they do it, it's like a family business or whatever. So they're going to let him stay till the end of the year. But
I mean, if they get the first pick, it's Caleb. So like they won't have to make a fucking decision, but
yeah,
because they have the Panthers pick also. So
yep. Eddie K says, hey, I was cooking. Did I hear a Bills player got taken off with an ambulance? Yes. Yeah, I guess it was Damian Harris, the former running back for the Patriots. Just, yeah, got a little bit of a Hamlin. Pulled a hammy. Okay, next game is one more thing on the Vikings. So the Vikings, I mean, they play the Niners next week at home. Nice. They should get their asses kicked. The Vikings, like, they should have been able to win this game easily.
They didn't put them away.
They be fucking around. Like, Madison's no good. Cousins turns the ball over a ton.
Clearly have a receiver problem now. Like Hawkinson was their leading receiver. I mean, Osborne's a good number 2, but number 1, that's pretty rough. Yeah. Madison's good too, but he's just a little too young.
A little too young.
And you can't just put him in like Jefferson's route package. Like,
I know
that's just very customized too. Like that route package. Like, I'm not saying they're running the same plays, but just you plan how much of your offense around that guy. He's gone. Still though, like you were playing that the whole entire game for the Bears was disgusting. Like they scored a late touchdown and you just could not put them away. And you're a team that like in your mind had like a deep playoff run aspiration and you can barely put away the Bears. So that just wraps up your fucking season, Vikings. There you go.
Yeah, by the way, this the pitch clock, these playoff games are flying by. Like this pretty much started at the same time as the Bills game. We're in the top of the 7th and it's halftime of the Bills game. So, you know what?
Yeah.
Good on you, baseball. All right, Bengals Seahawks. This was another one of my best bets. The Bengals -3. I would say a little bit lucky, but overall, I mean, kind of a tough setup for them. I mean, Seahawks coming off a bye. You know, Burrow maybe still a little injured. No Higgins. And Ringo just walked in the recording room. Hey, Ringo. Yeah, so anyway, they win by 4, Bengals 17, Seahawks 13. I mean, the biggest thing about this game, I think, was that the Bengals defense looked good. Burrow he didn't have a great game, but he was fine. He was better than he was the first couple of weeks. Also, I'm starting to think, you know, that week 1, he had like 80 yards and it played like shit. It was against the Browns. And now all of a sudden the Browns defense is just kind of cracked. So I don't know. But yeah, it's looking good for the Bengals. Bengals go in and get this win. Bye week. This was huge for keeping up with the Ravens and the Steelers and the Browns. And the Seahawks, I mean, I don't know. Seahawks are still a good team. Kind of tough to not win this one coming off your bye. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this game? I thought it was going to be a lot more exciting than it was.
Well, the reason it wasn't exciting is like each team had like 4 opportunities each to put the game away and just didn't do it. And like, they were like turning it over to each other. I was just like, God, dude, unsettling the whole game.
Yes, dude, this was like the quintessential unsettling game of the first.
Seahawks had like 5 red zone trips in the second half, and I think got like 6 points out of it.
Yeah.
And like I had money on them, so I was so fucking mad. But the Bengals were doing the same shit. It was just like you get there, and then it was kind of the story of the day where it's just like teams weren't running the ball enough, and people like, I know it's a passing league, but if you don't establish a run and you just like they drop into a cover 3, it's like you're not going to get that many completions towards the end of the game. But the Seahawks had so many chances. Then Pete Carroll, instead of kicking a field goal, decided to go for it, which I was like, the way your defense is, that's like super questionable. But I'm still not convinced by the Bengals offense at all, dude. Like, it looked very choppy. I know last week looked good, but like they played the fucking Cardinals last week. So, I mean, call it what it is. Like, they haven't looked amazing yet. And I know they don't start good, like this
what's
and that,
big
but like
is just getting this W and going into the bye. And like I'm expecting their offense to maybe start popping after the bye. T. Higgins back, although they are playing the Niners fresh out, but have to mix
T. Higgins played today.
But like getting, I don't know, I'm assuming a little more healthy, correct ribs and all that.
I just don't know when the line is where we can be like, oh, like it is their bye week. So like, yes, I agree. But you should have things going by now. And it's not even, maybe not the offense was going, it's more just like this game came down to situational football for each side, and both of them failed miserably. Like converting at the end of a game, like putting a drive together, like converting on a fucking third down. Like that was the big part at the end of the game. Like neither team did it, but
oh wow, this is tough. So coming out of the bye, the Bengals have at the Niners and then home versus the Bills.
Yeah,
that could be demons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, overall, this game a little unsettling. Kind of just meh. Maybe we move on.
17-13. Yeah, that's tough.
Tough. Okay. Next game. Dolphins Panthers. This also featured into the unsettlement. It was like Bryce, like I didn't have this TV on for like a big portion of the first half because it was like, why would I watch this blowout? And then it's like Bryce Young, I see on Red Zone, just like goes in 2 touchdowns pretty quick. And then I just hammered the live -2.5, and they turned it on.
I mean, this is clearly just the Dolphins just coming out just completely flat. Also, it's very easy to look ahead to next week against the Eagles. You're playing the 0-4, 0-5 Panthers, and I mean, good for Bryce, get some like confidence, but like when he had to do something towards the end of the game, he didn't do fucking shit.
Didn't do shit. I saw at the end of the game, he had like a really long hug with Tua. Like it was like such a long hug. Like Tua just like read him like 4 essays. Like it was too long of a hug.
Dude, he just sits in the pocket. Like that's all he does. He just doesn't move. He just doesn't. He doesn't like. We talked about this in college. He like gets out of the pockets, makes throws, like scrambles. He just sits there and gets sacked. And it's like, I don't really blame that on the offensive line. He's not getting the ball. He just gets sacked. And the game started 14-0. Like, okay, good job. But then keep it up. All of a sudden, it was 28-14.
Yep. And
and the Dolphins D is nothing like special. I don't think.
No, not at all.
Because they let the Panthers score 14 points. God, it might just be all-time bust material, dude.
Okay, right now, if I offered you a 3rd-round pick for Bryce Young, would you do it?
Not yet.
2nd-round pick.
What team am I? Like,
you are the New York Giants.
Bro. No, it has to be 1st round. You need a quarterback on that team.
2nd round.
No,
you're not going to get a 1st rounder for Bryce Young.
I wouldn't take that right now. Like, you might as well experiment with him the whole year. You're already terrible. You might as well experiment with him. You took him number 1 overall.
All right, fair. Experiment.
But his value right now is maybe right around there. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Fantasy stuff. Mostert is like not injured yet, and he's just going bananas. He had 3 more touchdowns today, a zillion yards. Tyreek.
Do you think whoever you put into that Dolphins offense is going to have that production as a running back?
Well, I'm not sure because I think you have to have like there's like a speed requirement that only
and they
like
all kind of
3
have it,
guys have.
right?
Yeah, yeah. So like him, A-Chain. I mean,
Jeff Wilson, like if you put
Jeff
him
Wilson's
in,
not as fast, but like Jeff Wilson's just kind of a goal line goat.
well, a
But
lot of those zone runs, like if they all have pretty good fucking speed, or two of them have great speed, like I feel like it maybe not the same explosive plays, but you're gonna eat in fantasy.
you're gonna eat in
Dolphins
fantasy.
and you're
Tyreek Hill, fucking sick ass celebration. Took that guy's camera and did the POV.
That was fire.
Also, when did he hurt his hamstring? At some point, he hurt his hamstring.
Yeah, it was
possibly
like in the
on
third
that
or fourth
celebration. No?
I think he might have come back in, but like it was just they said it was cramping. I don't really believe it, but it was classic, just like running a route, then all of a sudden he just grabbed the back of his thigh.
All right, I'm gonna say this. I think Tyreek Hill is the most valuable non-quarterback in the league. He's that. Yeah,
you said that to me earlier. That's definitely he's top 10 for sure. Most valuable non-quarterback.
Most valuable non-quarterback. Like
yeah.
Like if Tyreek Hill wasn't on the Dolphins, like I think the point. I think he's worth like 2 points to the line.
Yeah, I mean, it's him, like receivers like him, then his DNs, right?
And tackles.
And tackles. Like DNs probably make up for 7 out of top 10.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Yeah, that's probably true. Like TJ Watt or something.
And then like Fred Warner.
Yeah. And then Brandon Ayuk.
I mean, fuck. He was so good still. Like he was injured, like sat out a little bit. He still had over 150 yards. I don't know how many games that is over 150. And dude, I'll never get this. Like I understand they have a lot of weapons, but let someone else beat you. Why on earth is he in single coverage on the outside, like on that go route? In what world do you not have a safety shadowing that? It blows my mind. And they're just like, oh, he's motioning over. You can see he's in man. Safeties aren't in fucking man usually. So like, I don't understand why he is one-on-one.
And the Patriots are like the only team that does it. They're the only team that just doubles both.
They play him well.
They just they double him.
They did it to Devontae all day today, and it just works. You just double him. There's that classic clip of Belichick going up to Ocho Cinco like years ago. It's just like, you're not getting the ball today.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that. I don't get it, dude. If you want to keep like giving him 150 a game, you're gonna lose. Usually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you're simply gonna lose. He's just the most demoralizing. And it's weird. Like last week, like Tua didn't even play that well. Like he threw like 2 picks, didn't look that good, and they still freaking housed. That game next week is gonna be fucking sick. That game next week's sick.
Yeah, we might have said it, but it's next Sunday night is Eagles Dolphins.
Just
that
an
is
absolute
such
peak.
a good game. What's the look ahead line there?
Oh, whose line is it? Is it in anyway? I think it's probably Eagles -2. Eagles -2.
Eagles -2. Dolphins, Eagles. It is Eagles -2.5.
Ooh.
In Philly, obviously. So that shows that they're pretty much even.
Yeah, I kind of like Philly.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, just
night game too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be loud as shit. The Eagles D is like so questionable though.
Well, but the Dolphins D is the most questionable.
Yeah, it could be a super high scoring game, or just hopefully it is.
Oh, dude, it's also in Alabama. Like it's a Saban Bowl.
Yeah,
Hurts v Tua.
Yeah, we deserve it after this fucking stinker.
We do.
But, all right, you want to head over to the next game?
Yeah. All right. Next game. Tell me when the Niners shows up on the ESPN thing, because
I know what you're talking about. Your favorite.
The Niners are at the top because they're my favorite.
All right. Colts Jaguars. Yeah. Jags 37. Oof. Colts 20. This is a Colts podcast. You love the Colts. I was on the Colts. Minshew looked bad today.
We got to talk about Minshew. You said it on the phone.
I'm gonna have to eat my words, dude, because I was all over him. I said last week and the week before that they have a better chance with him than AR. And that was maybe my worst take ever.
Well, when they were down like a ton in this game and like they've been coming back from behind, like we were talking about, like that's when like you kind of want AR, when he's just like the defense is a little bit softer because there's the big lead and he can just rumble and tumble down the field and then throw those deep lasers. The Minshew, it left me quite uninspired, like his comeback. And you said it. Like there's something about like once you put on the Colts uniform, like you automatically get the arm of like 45-year-old Phillip Rivers. Like it was like Matt Ryan, same thing happened. And now, oh my God, dude, the Bills get a third down stop. Come in.
It's over. Yeah.
Remember
you
on Thursday, I said, like, dude, could you imagine just if the Giants do win and then the Bills are just 3-3?
Yeah.
Dude, they would have a worse record than the Jets, bro, in their division.
Whatever. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, this was like the all-time terrible spot for the Jags. They were 2 weeks in London, come back, they have to play this game without a bye, and then they're playing again on Thursday night, and they just showed up like fresh as can be. Trevor Lawrence showed up again today. ETN like continues to look like a monster. The Jags D actually look good. Yeah, I mean the Jags kind of have like sort of like a stranglehold on the division now, I feel like.
Yeah, we were questioning them after like a couple weeks, but turns out like we didn't give the Bengals the treatment we gave the Jags after like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, the Bengals will turn around, whatever. But the Jags, we were like, oh, you suck.
Yeah.
And Lawrence he looked good. They looked solid. Their defense looked pretty good, but Minshew was fucking so bad.
Dude, even
towards
like
the end of the game,
throws.
He couldn't. Yeah, I was just about to say that, dude. He could not complete a 3-yard pass towards the end of the game. It's just like you put on a Colts uniform and just turn into Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, like Nick Foles. Like, God, he looked like them, dude. He looked like all three of them combined into one shit quarterback.
Dude, and he lost all his swag, bro. Like he had so much swag. Like I was looking for like
an arm.
He used to have an arm. What happened to that? Like I just remember him throwing bombs to like Christian Kirk and like he would throw bombs.
Yeah,
bombs.
It was. And it's like you have a bad game as a quarterback. However, that doesn't like you can have a bad game and still have arm talent, like AKA like Jameis Winston. I don't know if you call it arm talent, but at least he's throwing the ball far. Like Minshew couldn't like get a good fucking spiral on the ball.
No.
So, and even like if you're a head case, like it still doesn't look like that. So, Colts. I mean, they're 3-3. So are the Raiders. So like that just shows anything.
They're gonna be
goes.
In the hunt.
Yeah, they'll be in the hunt. And I don't know if you saw this, but AR is considering season-ending shoulder surgery.
I know that sucks.
If Minshew's like this, they have something to figure out. I don't know who else they have on their roster, but like their third quarterback cannot be that good.
No. And they're super horny for Zach Moss is the other thing I'll say.
And so like with that division, how the Titans look today, and honestly how they've looked all year on offense, and like the Texans, that was a huge win for them today because they're the second best team in that division if AR is out the rest of the year, right? Like or like have been.
Yeah.
I mean, so what, the Texans are 3-3, right? Yeah, we'll get to them next, but I don't know, dude. Like are the Jags by far the best team in that division? Because I think so. By far.
Yeah, I think you gotta give them the old by far as of right now. Now, who are the Jags playing next week? Let's see.
They have this at the Saints.
At the Saints. They're gonna lose that game. I'm calling it right now. What's the line on it? Let me guess. Jags -1. Or Saints -1, maybe.
It's the Thursday night game. Damn, it's even.
Oh, I like the Saints.
That Thursday night game's gonna leave me unsettled.
I'm extremely unsettled about that Thursday night game, dude, because I have no beat on the Saints. And then again, I will use a similar handicap for being okay, come on, the rest has to catch up to the Jags at some point.
So every NFL year, what I do is a Sunday like today will make you question everything you know about the NFL, your whole pulse on the season, who's good and who's not. And it's this year, the one thing that I really feel strongly about is there's only 3 or 4 good teams. And then from 5 to almost 18 is just poop. It's one thing that it's just you just stir all those teams. But I don't know if this is usually the case. I don't know if this is usually the case,
It's just
because the Chiefs have been in the fucking they've gone super far every year. So have the Niners. So it's does this always happen? But shit, dude, there's some bad teams and there's just 10 in a row of just so average. And I'd put the Jags fucking in that. But
yeah, I mean the Saints, I don't know what to think. I guess what are the Saints just gonna win that division now? Maybe now that the Bucks lost again. I don't know.
Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Bucks.
Oh God, that is the most unsettling division.
And you know what sucks is they all play each other twice.
Oh no. Yeah, well, I have no idea.
And they're gonna get a home game. Someone is gonna get a home playoff game.
God,
because division winner gets a home playoff game.
Oh, that's gonna be the pooper. That's gonna be the poopy Saturday game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right. Next game is we have, what do you have on your Saints? Yeah, Texans 20, Saints 13. Oh, I kind of have the Saints. I think you had the Texans.
I didn't.
Stroud looked great. Stroud looked great.
Stroud boy, stand up.
Yeah. What were your thoughts? Stroud looked like a veteran quarterback to me, at some points of the game.
Dude, and what's great is he threw his first pick and doesn't matter. He looked great. He looked super calm in the red zone. Their running game didn't really do anything and the Saints defense is good. So I mean, yeah.
I mean, Stroud threw all over the field. He threw that early pick. He came out. He looked confident, dude. If you were to just watch a game and you had no idea, he looked like he was his 4th or 5th year in, dude. He's a big fucking guy, dude. Maybe I'm just comparing him to fucking Bryce Young, but he looked so solid. Yeah. And this is without Tank Dell too, and the run game was average at best. I don't know. And holy shit, the Saints, Derek Carr's not helping out that defense at all because that defense is good. That's the other thing.
Times
Stroud doing that against the Saints D, which is top 10 in the NFL, is even more impressive. And Carr, I mean, I've just seen it for so long, and I just don't know how surprised you are by it. I know you're from the Bay Area, so you watch more Raiders than other people, but I think people that didn't watch the Raiders are just getting the full entire Carr experience.
Well, because what happened is you would see on red zone, Carr would complete these bombs down the field. And so you assume that he threw deep, but it's in reality, he's just checked. He's the biggest check down man of all time. And then, but he can, I mean, he still has a nice deep ball. He had that one pretty sweet one to Shaheed. Wait, so I want a line on, give me a guess on, okay, this is going to be a bad visual. Stroud is at Carolina next week.
Oof. Okay, what the line is?
Yeah, give me a guess.
I mean, it's Texans -3, maybe 4.
Okay, I actually can't seem to find the line. For some reason, it's not on the board.
When is this game?
Oh wait, unless are they going on a bye and then that's their
Yeah.
So there's no line. Okay,
No
well,
line.
that's even worse. The
They're
Panthers get
both
them
on
coming
buys.
off a
It's the week.
bye.
They're both on buys. It's the week after.
Okay, baby, bye, bye, bye. All right,
I
well,
mean,
yeah,
do you
Saints. I
do you
still
think
think the
they have
Saints are
any
good.
shot winning that division, like the Texans? Or are
Yes,
they just going for wild card? You do with the
I think
Jags.
they.
No
I
way.
think they could. I don't trust the Jag. I mean, the Jags. The Jags lost like 6 straight last year, down the home stretch. So I don't put anything past the Jags. I still am not like entirely on board with them. So yeah, I have the Texans played the Jags yet?
I don't think so. I'll double check though.
I think they might have.
Yeah, they beat the Jags
Oh, okay.
37-17.
Okay, yeah.
So that's
So
big. Yeah, we'll see.
that's big. Beat them again, and then all of a sudden, tiebreaker. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So just, I mean, they're frisky. They're a fun, frisky team, but the Saints have a way of like making every game boring. Like I hypothetically, like on Thursday when we were talking about it, I think this was one of those games that we both were like actually pretty excited for, and then like as the game was going on, I was not excited for it, just because of
No,
the Saints factor.
I was more excited about Commanders Falcons, but it's kind of like the same fucking game, dude.
Yeah,
It was
just
it was it was
unsettling.
it was a like who's good game, and I still don't have an answer after.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it was. There were so many games that were like who's good games, and
I got no answer.
No answers, bro. The Commanders, I don't fucking know.
It's just like it's putting a record over them that does not necessarily define who they are, or still doesn't prove to me like, are you good or not? Are you like in playoff contention? I don't know. That might be the theme of the year though, dude. I can't get away from that with so many teams, and we'll see. Yeah, dude, fourth down, check down. That was, I mean, I've seen that for so fucking long, dude. It's so funny. It's like he won't take a sack, but it's like I almost prefer a sack than to see you throw the ball 2 yards. It's fucking brutal.
Yeah, take some notes from Heineke.
Last game of the morning, slate,
Niners,
Browns.
Hear your thoughts.
I'm sorry, man. That was just like a tough game to watch.
Yeah, it was unsettling.
It was it was unsettling. I
got settled down by the first drive.
I had one question before I get in here.
Yeah.
Are you mad about that game?
No.
Okay.
But that's just because the Eagles lost.
Okay. Okay, for starters, like Brock had his game.
He had his game.
Like he was pretty bad for it.
He was
pretty bad today, right?
He was bad.
It wasn't only the offense wasn't moving, but he was pretty fucking inaccurate today.
And I'll give him this though. At the beginning of the game, like he had a couple like sweet fucking passes on like third down, like deep balls at Ayuk and stuff that Ayuk just dropped. That were just like, wow, that was uncharacteristic. But after that, it was like he wasn't in any rhythm at all. Shanahan, it wasn't in any rhythm as a play caller, and it just became an unsettling game.
Yeah, I mean, once he got a little inaccurate, I was like, and I don't even want to talk about, or I don't care, like all the Purdy critics, because at this point it's become such a topic that all of that BS is going to be there either way, no matter how he does. But one tweet I saw like really recapped it. It was just like before they kicked the field goal, someone tweeted like, okay, either it's Brock comes back and makes like a magical drive down the field, or like the latter is just going to be like Brock's overrated. Like,
but dude, that's the thing, is like it was the most unsettling thing, because technically he did kind of bring them down the field and then they missed the field goal. So like he didn't get the game-winning drive, but he kind of did. And so it's just
he drove the ball right down the field. It was just like exactly that. But it's a narrative flipping the script that much based off a missed field goal that is out of your control. It just is annoying to me, and I'm not even like a fan, or like a Niners fan. Like I root for the Niners because I live in San Francisco. Like I'm a Raiders fan, but I root for the Niners to do good because they play in my city, even though they play in Santa Clara. But
fight.
It just pisses me off that like a like a script can change on a quarterback based off a field goal. Like I said, that's not in your control. But the Browns like had a strategy going into this game, I think, and that showed by the pregame fight. Like this happens when like in any sport, when a good team goes in, it's like a team that's like scrappy or whatever. Like they try to poke the bear, and it's like someone in the pregame was like, "You don't want to poke the bear," or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. That might be a good strategy because it's like just try to get in their head, talk a bunch of shit, and like they can back it up because they have a good defense. And then the Niners kind of played exactly into the strategy they wanted, which was just a hard-nosed game, like get in their head. And the Niners kind of got away from like what they do well on offense. So, I mean, I honestly with the Browns, like that was a good strategy to me. And then, yeah, on top of it, Purdy, like his pick, like he was just a little off today. And, you know, that's what happens though with a good defense. Like you're on the road. I'm not giving him excuses, but like it was a combination of both of those. But there was like a few throws like he could have made to put like that would have put away the game, because like realistically it was weird too, because like I had the game like in one of my four like in the quad box, but like on red zone they showed no Browns offense because like there wasn't much of it, but they showed like all the Niners offense, and it's just like I kept like forgetting that that guy was in at quarterback. But I mean, like if the Niners put together one long ass drive in the second half, the game's over. But you know, it fucking happens sometimes. You said they're in a bad spot going into the game, so
yeah, I actually where I made like a majority of my money was by doing really dumb betting. So like Sunday night, I was like, oh shit, they're going to the Browns. Browns are on a bye. I looked at the weather. It's not gonna be good weather. It was like, fuck, people are totally underrating this Browns defense because of that weird DTR game. And it was like, this is the spot where they get got. So I bet the Browns like +5. And then the line jumps to like 6.5 because all of a sudden Deshaun Watson is questionable. And then I was like, well, fuck it. I liked it at 5. I'm going to put more at 6.5. And then it jumped to 9.5. And I did the same exact thing. So it was dumb. It was basically what I did with this Bills game that is going to end up fucking me. But I did that and then it worked out. But yeah, I mean, I will say like those penalties were like pretty fucking terrible at the end of the game. Like the one,
that was not. I forgot about that.
That was poo. And like they couldn't really move the ball down, and they just.
Why can't you review that?
I don't know.
I thought you could review that.
I think that like New York can like look at it and like pipe into their ears, I think, and just give them a suggestion. But that I don't know, for whatever reason, like just didn't happen. I kind of like conspiracy theory think that the like refs went into the game saying like, let's just get more involved in this game because of the chippiness. Like that just happens sometimes. Like you see it happen a lot in like NBA games. Yeah, it was just, you know, it's not a horrible loss. At the end of the day, it's kind of like Purdy played his worst game of his career. You know, McCaffrey and Debo got hurt. Trent missed time. He's playing a little hobbled. And like a million things had to go wrong, and the Niners still should have won the game if they just make a fucking field goal. And I mean, I think the biggest takeaway is just the idea that like, fuck, dude, like they don't have Robbie Gould anymore. Robbie Gould's never missed a playoff field goal. Like this will come back and fuck us. It's just like everyone's marking it down. Like this will fuck us.
I'm sure you talked about this a lot already today on Kruger, but like how long of a leash do kickers have? Like, I personally, as a coach, like, don't give a fuck. If you have a week like that, you're gone.
Yeah, well, it's because they used a 3rd-round pick on him, bro.
Who gives a fuck? Because
he's been good. He's been good.
Okay.
He's been good.
I don't care.
Also, the win streak, I don't know. I don't really. I know that like the Browns is like the hardest.
One more week. If he fucks up again, you're done.
Yeah.
You cannot. I've seen it with teams do it. You cannot play this game. If it has another week of it, you don't want to play this game of going back and forth. I don't see, because then like the whole entire narrative spins. It's what everyone talks about. It's in the kicker's head. You don't do it. Like fake a fucking injury. Like say that he fucking pulled his hamstring. Like you just don't want any part of it. Let him fucking go to the practice squad. Get the fucking yips out of his system. Like we'll see. Hopefully it was the win. Like whatever. But yeah, I think it's honestly a 2-strike policy. Like you get one of those games. If you have another, like right after, I think you pull the plug.
I agree. It made me feel better that like Jake Elliott missed that field goal, but yes. Grade said Browns D's legit. Why doesn't Kyle run screens to slow the rush? It did seem like the Browns were doing that, like as a means of just like ball control. Like they were running just screen after screen, and it totally negated the Niners rush. I don't know. Honestly, I think maybe just because McCaffrey wasn't there and neither was Debo. So like you need Ayuk like running routes. So probably
Anyone can catch a screen though. It was just a weird fucking game. The whole day was weird, but I mean,
yeah,
the one thing though, it does show you like it's not fucking easy to win in the NFL.
No,
like
it's
9
not.
points is a pretty ridiculous line for that game. Very easy to say now, but it's not fucking easy to win in the NFL. And the Browns D, we knew it going in, was fucking great. They're top 5 defense in the NFL. We knew that. Like the Niners got no rhythm on offense, and part of that was Purdy, but part of that is a great pass rush and a great fucking secondary, dude. Like and there wasn't one. You know what you noticed? Sorry, with Niners, like with Shanahan's play calling, you got a lot of wide open fucking receivers. Yeah. You didn't see that very much today.
No, and like Jim Schwartz clearly has those cheeks. Like it's just one of those matchups. Shanahan's now 1-9 against Jim Schwartz. The only time when he was when he was the Falcons OC and they went to the Super Bowl, they scored 30 in every single regular season game except for one, which is versus Schwartz's Eagles defense, where they held him like 16. So it's just like one of those games. I mean, whatever. All right.
Last thing is like that's a game you could have used Debo in because just physicality, but.
Yeah, and like also, so here the interesting thing with the Niners, like this upcoming week, like I don't know, I probably would sit Trent because I think he has like a high ankle and he was just battling through it. That was basically what he said. Okay. I would sit Trent, I'd sit McCaffrey, I'd sit Debo, and just go take care of the stupid ass Vikings.
All right,
conservative game plan. Okay, the next game is your stupid team, 21-17. Beat the Patriots, covered the spread. Brian Hoyer season. Let's go. Dude, yeah, I will say there's been like a lot, like as I've been watching a lot of like, I'm like kind of rooting for Jimmy. Like Jimmy has had like, he's thrown a lot of picks. He's had a lot of like kind of crazy picks that are just like, what the fuck? Like throw a screen pass to Josh Jacobs and Josh Jacobs gets mossed by like just like stupid ass shit. This one was like all time stupid. Like they're in the red zone. Throw to Devontae Adams. Somehow, like that guy lays like the fattest hit stick of all time on Adams. It pops in the air, pick. Ultimately, though, you know, actually Hoyer didn't look that bad. But like, is the Raider season like over? And are you going to start Hoyer?
Well, we're 3-3.
Yeah, you're in the mix.
So it's not over. So like Jimmy, I mean, this has kind of happened every game. Well, first of all, did you see Devontae get lit up?
Yes.
He threw that slant like a good 2 seconds late. And he's done that to Devontae so many fucking times this year. But then there was no blocking at the beginning of the game. He got lit. Do you know he went to the hospital too for a back injury? Like that's so bizarre.
That's bad.
So, but yeah, Hoyer came in, like looked okay. The Patriots just fucking suck, dude.
The Patriots
they like actually like move the ball.
This is pretty funny. This is ESPN.
No, like it was. I'm like I'm trying to put myself like in unbiased. It's like, oh, both those teams suck. Like, how do the Raiders have 3 wins? Which, you know, I honestly kind of feel like they've had a pretty bad season somehow, or 3-3, but they beat the Broncos, the Patriots, and then the Packers. So
they're cheeky and like they're frisky.
They're okay. They're okay. Like, I don't know, but so now the Patriots, I think, is the bigger story. Is the Patriots are 1-5, which no one saw coming. But dude,
you kind of did. You kind of took my pants down. I said they would have over 6.5 wins, just thinking like Belichick, God.
What I did, and the reason I said that is I tried to take all bias out of this is the Patriots, this is Bill Belichick, and just looked at their fucking roster, and it is so bad. Like, Bourne, Devontae Parker, Stevenson, all this shit. I'm just like, oh
Dude,
my
look
god.
at Jacoby
Devontae
Myers
Parker
is so much better than any of their skill players. It's
so
crazy.
much better. Devontae Parker had a huge drop at the end of the game. And Mac Jones, like, call it what you want. He still has no fucking weapons. It's the team's bad. They had, dude, the first play of the game, they came out and got a false start.
Yep.
That just sums up their season, dude. Like, should never, ever, ever happen. Ever.
Dude, Havel is disgustingly unsettled. Dude,
yeah.
Belichick's, I think he's gone at the end of the year. I think he walks away.
I think he just leaves.
Just leaves?
I think he
just leaves.
He doesn't look interested, I'll tell you that. And you know when he's like through that Microsoft Surface? That looks staged. Like, he went like this. I was like, are you just trying to prove that like you care about this season at all? Because it doesn't look like you care. He just sits there like he pulls the Rivera kind of and like complains about like a holding call because it was a hold and he's just butthurt that they can't move the ball. I don't really know. I mean, and they lost Judon and Gonzalez on defense. It's just things haven't gone in their favor. But honestly, dude, like it's like if it take Belichick out and you put any other coach in there, it's like this team's poorly coached.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of like Sean Payton.
Yeah,
Sean Payton Broncos vibes on the low.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Belichick, from like all the insidery people, it seems like he still is going to want to coach because he wants that record, and he's still like this is all he does. But like the Patriots, if you're the Patriots, you got to just clean house, like just fucking sell off. Like we were talking on the Niners post game, like trade deadline's 2 weeks away. Like who would you want? And I threw out like if McCaffrey's going to be like a little banged up for a couple weeks and you question marks, same thing with Debo, like. Maybe make an offer for Ramondre Stevenson. He's pretty good. Hunter Henry, I wonder if he could be had. Just tight end.
Like, I don't know who else I would want.
Yeah, because those are like the only two guys. But I feel like they should fire sale. They should just tank. No, Rangers, no. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought that was a 2-run homer. All right, sick. Yeah, so I think you get rid of Belichick. I mean, it's just a bad visual. Your like coaching roster is like nepotism. Like you have your like weird kids. Like no one knows if they're any good at anything. No. You still have like Bill O'Brien's fucking ass.
Fucking butt chin.
Fucking butt chin ass, and like hasn't improved from Patricia as offensive coordinator. You don't have Scarnecchia anymore. You don't have Ernie Adams. So it seems like if you're Belichick, just fucking get out of there and, go meet with maybe the Commanders. And like the big one is you just go out west and just fucking take the Chargers job, try and bring some stability and get rid of their Chargersness. And then honestly, that offense will run itself. And just get their defense, which is really talented, get it good, and you can be competing for the next, that would be awesome.
Like they're in the fucking pool for the number 1 pick?
Hell fucking yeah, dude. Like they were talking about starting Malik Cunningham. Like what their team is over. It's over. And it makes it makes me think that the Eagles suck even more because they almost beat the freaking Eagles.
Yeah, so did the Commanders.
People forget.
Same with the Commanders. I don't know, dude. It's uncharted territory for everyone seeing the Patriots be this bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens to every franchise, but they were the most stable franchise for so long. Like, even outside of winning divisions and like winning championships, they like at least were good. Like, good was the bare minimum. So, I mean, either way, if there's any team like with their roster, because like the Bears or whatever, like kind of like you said, it's okay. If Fields like has a chance to be good, then like you want to try because like, get Fields like in there. With the Panthers, it's like you still want to like throw Bryce Young out there, like see if everything's good. The Patriots, it's like they have the most case of like we should tank, and you should.
Yes, dude. Because if you're Robert Kraft,
this is what year? What year is this for Mac Jones? 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4
or 5, whatever it is. It's like you drafted a quarterback. It's over. and you don't have a good roster at all, in my opinion. Like overall on offense, your roster is shit. Defense, you have some players, but you need to tank as hard as you can, because if you get Caleb Williams, your franchise turns around.
Dude, and like
Patriots.
What I would do is like, okay, Mac Jones is done. Trade Mac Jones,
Done.
like trade him some. I mean, honestly,
his rookie contract's probably like over.
Yeah, I mean, I could see maybe trading him somewhere to be a backup. I don't know. He could still maybe be decent for like some really stacked team with good coaching, but get rid of any good skill players you have, and then like maybe trade like a 6th round pick for Trey Lance or something, and just like see what you have. Because I would just start taking gambles if I were them. Like it's all about going forward and like the next regime. And yes.
Do anything you can to lose games. Actually, yes. Anything you can, because even if you get the 2nd or 3rd pick, you get like Drake May or Penix. Like the quarterback class is the best it's been in years coming out of college. Like it has not been this. And last year was a down year, so it hasn't been this good in a long ass time. And I would just do everything I can to get there, because who knows what Belichick did? Like, I just cannot blame him that much with his roster. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, the offense they put together in zero way is set up for success. So,
zero.
Enough about their fucking dumbasses. What do we got here? So, 3 more afternoon games. Next, we have let's go Lions at Bucks. Lions 20, Bucks 6. Best uniforms I've ever seen in my life. We'll just get that out of the way.
Great uniforms.
They haven't worn those in so long, I don't think. Or I haven't seen them forever. They're so fire.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wish the Lions wore because their away jerseys kind of suck. If they just wore their all whites with just a small Detroit logo on the helmet, it would have been the best uniform game ever.
Dude,
but the Lions are like the Cowboys with that weird like silver on their pants.
Yep. It's kind of like the Cardinals. Oh, dude, what are you doing, Bills? You finally score. Now you're gonna let Saquon dunk all over you. Oh,
yes.
Frustrated. Yeah, like kind of like the Cardinals all whites today, which were just dreamy. If the Lions had something like that with just like a little bit of accenting with that baby blue Lions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it would have been the best uni game ever. But either way, no,
this was another one that we both smashed. This was another huge winner.
This
Lions
was one of my
-3
winners.
Like, I don't know when they're going to start, like, finally putting some respect on this team. Hopefully never.
5-1 against the spread.
Yeah. I mean, I see myself betting. I don't know who they're playing again next week, but I see myself betting on them again. Just another professional win. Goff on the road. You know, I think let's just throw it out. I mean, seems like he's been pretty good on the road this year, last year. Just fucking solid-ass team. All of a sudden, they're tied with the Eagles and Niners. They get St. Brown back. Laporta ends up playing. What's-his-face did get injured. David Montgomery.
Yeah, that was
but
sketchy.
It doesn't
Gibbs
seem
will
to
be back next week.
Doesn't seem to matter, dude. Their defense looked great. I guess you could say Baker came back to earth a little bit. And yeah, I mean, just professional W. Like, they are legitimately – they're in that tier below the Niners and –
yeah, the biggest – I mean, Eagles, their defense was unreal today.
Yeah.
And that was their biggest hole last year, was no defense. And they've clearly figured that out. Also, Goff is so good with a lead, dude, because, like, they run the ball, but then their play action is absolutely deadly. And he's not going to make too many mistakes. Dude, they're like, are they a top 5 team in the league? Close, fringe.
I mean, dude, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, I really want to say the Bills, but like, this is giving me so much recency bias watching them blow this. I'm gonna say with Milano, they're like on the level of the Bills. With Milano out,
yeah.
I don't know. Like on a neutral, like, well, like what would you make the line like Lions Dolphins on a neutral?
Dolphins -3.
I don't think so, dude. I think like
Neutral?
-1.
Yeah, right around there. Pretty relatively even.
Yeah, they're close. I mean, they went from like being maybe that frisky team that you don't want to play in the playoffs to all of a sudden like, are they going to fuck around with such an easy schedule and just like get the 1 seed? Like, I don't know. Maybe
they could. I mean, they're definitely the 3rd best team in the NFC, behind the Niners and Eagles. Like,
well, yeah. Let me look at their schedule because I mean, their hardest game of the year was probably the Chiefs.
Think about their division, man. Think about their division.
Okay, they have at Baltimore next week. Talk about like that. You know what? All right, I'm reserving. I am putting them in the final tier if they beat Baltimore in Baltimore, because Baltimore just is a good team with a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
But they're at home, and it's in Baltimore. That is a test. Now,
yeah.
What is the line? What do you think the line is for that game? Ravens -2.5.
Ravens -2.
Yeah, something like that.
Let me see. Ravens -2.5.
Yep. Okay.
Lions money line.
Dude, Lions fucking
they're getting disrespected again.
Dude,
disrespected again.
Dude, the second we got to be on like, we have to like set up alerts. Like the second that goes to 3, we smash, bro. We absolutely smash.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh my god, bro.
Think about their division though, dude, is just Bears, Packers, and Vikings. And you play all those teams twice.
Dude, they're home free after if they beat Baltimore, they will be undefeated, and then this is their schedule. Home Raiders, at Chargers, home Bears, home Packers, at Saints, at Bears, home Broncos, at Vikings, at Dallas, home Vikings. Like at Dallas is the hardest game of those.
They should have 13 wins for sure.
100%. Like they could get the 1 seed. Like the 1 seed could go through Detroit.
And you know what helps in like these games, or just in general, is just like if you have a rock solid defense, dude, like if your offense is off, or like the offense in the first half like was moving the ball okay, but like dude, their D was on fucking fire. Like anytime the Bucs got a little bit of momentum, it was a huge stop. Like Baker was so frustrated, and like Baker wasn't necessarily playing bad. The defense was just so good today.
Wait, dude, I'm thinking, okay. I'm trying to think how else we can profit off the Lions because of this easy ass schedule. I think people are still thinking like Eagles, Niners, like cut ahead, blah, blah, blah. But like the Eagles have to play like the Bills and the Dolphins and the Chiefs.
The Eagles schedule is
and the Niners. Brutal. So like that's already a guaranteed one of them's going to lose that game.
The Eagles schedule is like the hardest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, so like if we to take advantage of the Lions,
Eagles have Dolphins, Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks.
That's dude, miserable. Yes. So okay, this is what I'm thinking.
What if they win the NFC?
Dude, even if then okay, let's say even if the Niners have the best record in the NFC, they're gonna at most be like 1 game behind them. And I think there's a good chance that they actually do end up with the best record and the Niners end up behind them. But the Niners don't really have a viable MVP candidate because McCaffrey and Purdy are going to split votes. What about betting Goff for MVP? That has to be juicy as fuck. And if they end up going like 14-3, bro, with like the best record in the league, which is totally possible, and the offense keeps rolling, Goff could win MVP.
Wow.
And that, dude, that has to be it has to be pretty juicy odds. And then the other one is Dan Campbell for Coach of the Year.
Dude, like Mahomes is favored to win the MVP right now.
And he's playing like poo.
What the fuck?
Dude, MVP.
Jared Goff is plus 3,000.
Dude, yes, I'm betting that shit. The second the MVP odds go live on after this game tonight, I'm betting that. I'm betting Goff.
Front runner right now? Tua?
Dude, no, because Tua didn't really play that well.
This is who it is right now. Mahomes, Tua, Hurts, Josh Allen, Purdy, McCaffrey, Lamar.
Dude, there's no
clear-cut favorite.
Dude, Josh Allen. Like, at the very least, I guarantee you that by December, we will be able to hedge out on that.
Yeah,
and make
let's
money.
do it.
Dude, okay. Goff, official pod, best bet, Goff MVP. And then I wonder what the coach of the year odds are.
I don't know.
Okay, coach of the year odds. Oh, Dan Campbell is favored at 4-1. Okay, so there might not be much money there, but I think Goff 1000%.
Wow.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of like great write-ups about it. Yes.
We just read their schedule too. Like it looks good.
They're not losing more than like 3 games.
Because dude, like there's no front runner for MVP right now.
None.
Not even close.
Not even close, bro.
And what you usually do is look at the best teams like Eagles and Niners, and it's like no one wants to give Purdy respect, so that's fine. There hasn't been a non-quarterback MVP in forever. So take out the Niners. Hurts had a shit game today. It's not a weekly thing, but like no numbers that are MVP worthy. Like those are all team wins. And then like Tua might have the best case right now.
Dude, and if we're just gonna play the team wins game, like the Lions.
Yeah. Lions.
And like I think Mahomes is not going to put that good of numbers up. I mean, he had like he had, I think, 1 or 2 picks on Thursday night. He just hasn't been that good.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, let's lock it in. Okay. Now, what other games are left?
We just have like 2 or maybe 1 more game. So we have the Eagles game, Jets Eagles.
Oh, let's take care of Rams Cardinals. Rams are good. Rams are good. They've got a good offense. Cardinals were plucky. I think we have the book on the Cardinals. Like, if you're gonna bet the Cardinals this year, bet them in the first half. They can only really hang in there for 30 minutes of game time. Oh, yeah. Baby Josh.
I just like the Cardinals they're doing good with their roster, is what I'll give them.
Yes.
You're like, I applaud your effort, but you can only go so far with your roster. And credit the Rams, dude. They could have had one of those games and it was looking like they're just gonna let them hang around the whole game, and like they took care of business. Like I'll give them that.
Yeah, 20-0 in the second half.
Yeah. Because it looked like the line was 7, and I think at half they're only up 7, right?
Yep.
And it's like I was like, oh, is this gonna be a division game where it's close? And it's like they let him in the game. But yeah, dude, he's Dobbs.
He's Dobbs. He can only do about a half.
Williams looked sick today too.
Oh yeah, Kyren Williams. I think he got hurt. I don't know if he came back in the game.
He had like 150 yards. He looks sick.
He's a total stud. Okay, Eagles Jets. Fucking embarrassing, bro. Couldn't imagine my team losing after being 5-0 to a shitty team like that. Dude, that was the first time in franchise, or the first time it's either the first win in franchise history versus the Eagles, or it was the first time they've beaten them at home. It was one of the two.
First in franchise history.
Dude, epic. Zach Wilson, again, bad, but no real huge mistakes. I mean, fucking Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed were out, and they had a zillion picks. AJ Brown had another awesome game, another awesome game, looking like Terrell Owens. And Hurts just looked mid.
He looked mid. I mean, that was the ultimate collapse. I wouldn't call it like a collapse. It was just a terrible end of the game. Do you run the ball there and like give the ball to Zach Wilson? Like when he threw that pick, it's like you have 2 options there, right? Like you run the ball and just accept the punt or like throw it. I understand Sirianni is like aggressive, but in that situation, dude, if it's Mahomes, yes, like go for it. Like try to get the first down and then punt it. But if it's Zach Wilson, dude, just run the ball and like give it to him. And like if he's gonna beat you, like he beats you. I just don't. I didn't understand that.
I know, because that's the thing. Like, I couldn't like really imagine the Jets like going all the way down the field and then getting into field. But then even like I got worried after they scored the touchdown, because like it seemed like the Eagles just let Breece Hall into the end zone. Like what the Eagles didn't want is for him to just go down, and then they'd have to burn their timeout, and then there'd be like no seconds left. They'd kick a field goal, and that's what they didn't want. So kind of dumb Saleh, but whatever. Touchdown. They get the 2.2.
Do you think fucked. Where's like Hurts on your rankings, like quarterback wise? Like he has not gone to that elite level.
No, he's like 6 or 7, maybe.
They haven't made a statement almost.
Well, dude, this upcoming week is a battle for like who takes that like 7th slot.
Yeah. And dude, their schedule, like I just read it, it's Dolphins, Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys. That is a gauntlet.
And their tackle got injured. What's his? Oh, bro.
Lane Johnson or whatever.
Lane Johnson.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. There's no way they win all those games. Chiefs, Bills, Niners in 3 weeks is like as bad as it gets.
It's really bad. Yeah.
And, I mean, yeah, we'll see, dude. I mean, maybe he just had a shitty game. Like, I just like watching them in the first half. It really seemed like the Jets' margin of error had to be super small. So, like, end of the day, they're still 100% a top 5 team. Like, they have so many talented players on that roster. Like, no matter how you put it, no matter how your quarterback is, like how the day's going, like you have guys.
Yep. You've got guys.
So, yeah, we'll see.
We'll all see. Okay. Hell yeah. Texas Rangers 2-0. Still haven't lost in the playoffs. I still haven't hedged. Fuck yeah. All right. Is that all of the games?
Yeah.
And then this shitty game. Oh, dude. This is just not cool. Do you think we have any chance? Like, what's going to have to happen is they're going to have to score a touchdown, and then the Giants are going to have to turn the ball over, and we're going to have to get like a field goal or something like that.
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No.
But it might.
All right, I want to watch this game.
Yeah. All right, let's sweat it out. All right, everyone subscribe and all that jazz. See you back on... When are we going to see you back on Thursday? I might do a fantasy show on Wednesday that Cass, you're welcome to join with old Dan Coach. Yeah, he just always calls me and asks me all these fantasy things. And I was like, dude, we should just stream this or something because it's getting a little annoying just answering all your questions. All right. Okay. Peace out.